real estate motivated. It's been a while. I am back. Kind of been really not overwhelmed, but there's so many projects keeping busy because it's real estate. So really, man, we're gonna be showing off a couple of projects that we're doing right now, commercial and residential. First stop in my office. Yes, I have an office now. Check me out. Let me know what you think. I got my boy at the room behind the camera. Come on, man. Tell them what's up. There we go. You got any questions before we jump into it or anything?
Nah, man. I just like in your office, bro. Tell me how hard it is managing all these projects.
We're gonna save this question, or we're gonna ask it again at the end when we show all of this, because I mean, I don't even know what to say, bro. This is a single family home acquisition. It was purchased a bundle with the fourplexes we're about to go to.
Okay.
So.
Well, how does that work? How do you purchase a bundle?
So pretty much, it was just added to the final sale, final HUD. It was this house and the house next door that came with those. Yeah, man. I mean, pretty much you can sell whatever you want. As long as it's in a contract.
Did you get like a little bundle discount?
Yeah, I don't think you got a discount for it. Oh. But with the working stuff that we're doing, you got a good price for it. So really, it's gonna be, it's pretty much cut you already can see. So it'll be bedroom, living room, kitchen. This used to be the kitchen, but we're gonna make this that fourth bedroom. So.
Okay. Is that what you were thinking just now, looking out the window?
Why you trying to look busy? Alright, so yeah, man. So this property was historic, but not worrying about tax credits for it. And that's the apartments over there.
Alright.
So yeah, so pretty much what the goal is, we're gonna section this off, build a fence right here, section this off, and pretty much this lot's gonna feed into this. And right now, it's up for debate, depending on permitting, but either townhomes or like a tiny home community.
Oh, that might be far.
I know.
All in this right here?
Yeah. But the thing is, like a tiny home community, because we went to Atlanta, and talked to the guy. His name is Booker T. Washington. That's how I remember his name. he's a black developer out of Atlanta. And he built like this whole fire tiny home community. The thing is, Atlanta is a little bit more progressive. You know what I mean? So permitting probably a little bit more open-minded. I'm not saying that they won't be down here, but I'm just...
You're not 100% sure.
Yeah, so it's either going to be townhomes or tiny home spaces.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, so got the new windows installed. How much do you think windows were?
Which ones? The bottom or the top? Just all of them?
All of them. A total price.
A total price? $4,000?
Like for all of them?
Yeah.
Nah. You're like 55.
55? For one unit or all four?
All of them.
Oh, all of them. All four. Yeesh.
I don't know if we got enough light here.
Let's see. Well, it is dark. We're gonna try our best. Okay, can y'all see?
No, pretty much
see a
just
little bit.
a quick one. You got like here, like briefly of how the conditions were. They were pretty bad. And this is more like a gutter unit. So the bottom, Anthony decided to do mini splits for the bottom units, and upstairs they'll have central AC. Yeah, man. You know what's crazy is a lot of people have been here for like, well, let's say it had maybe like 5 people who have been here for like 20 years, 30 years.
Dang.
Yeah, so.
So what they do? Y'all tell them that y'all just took the bought the property and are gonna renovate it, and then what happens next?
So what we strategically did for the long-term tenants. So basically focusing on one fourplex at a time. And once one unit is done, we can move one of the older tenants who's been here for a while, move them in that one. So it's kind of like not displacing them, but being able to have them, you know what I mean, still here if they want. I mean,
Still want to stay in the area. Yeah, I got
Okay.
you. That makes sense.
Yeah, so you can kind of like see. I got Aaron next door. I started working with Aaron when we did 725 Desire, the one, the duplex in the Bywater. Yeah, so he's up here doing some stuff too. So this is another one. This one isn't completed yet. Painted here. This one isn't as nice as the one downstairs.
Why is that?
Really because the floor, same existing floor that was in here prior. But we're gonna clean it up, move the paint, get it cleaned up. But I mean, all new cabinets, all new appliances. You know what I'm saying? So it's still gonna be a great one.
Okay. It's nice, actually. I like it.
And what they didn't have washing dryers in here. Didn't have
So would they have a mat close by prior?
oh bro, they didn't have nothing. And that's a common thing, like finding out here. It's a common thing. A lot of the places people really don't have washing dryers. So it's like, I feel like it's good to be able to hold on to like the good tenants and really be able to, you know,
Give them some better.
yeah, their quality of life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Updated
Yeah.
interior, actual appliances.
yeah, you know what I mean? No, definitely.
It's a blessing, low key.
No, seriously. So yeah, what else we got left? We got 860 fans. Yeah, we were past over there. But yeah, it's cold kicking my ass right now, so.
I can hear it in your voice.
Kicking my ass, right? All right, that's good. So this is French Street. This is going to, well, this is an existing triplex, 3 units. It's going to be one on each side, and on the side right here, it is going to be a new construction duplex. Both buildings are in permitting. I got some feedback. We're working with MK Red out of New Orleans, a development and architecture firm. So yeah, they did a great job. But up here, we're adding this back room right here, which you'll see inside. We're making that from a closet into a kitchen, and the city wanted more foundation support, and they wanted to reflect on the plans. So basically, we had to edit that, add that on there, and I resubmitted it. So that's where that is now. Waiting to get approval. Yeah, man.
Yeah, the foundation looks to be non-existent almost.
Yeah, bro. And this one is historic. So the city, well, the homeowners around here voted against it being nominated to be a local historic district. So if it was a local historic district, we would have had to get a certificate of appropriateness just for like changing the paint color, changing the light fixtures, all that. We had to get city approval as well as state approval. But since they voted against that, now all we have to do is get state approval, and that'll reflect on the tax credits. So yeah, man, let's get into it. Enough for all that. Let's get into it, man. From a city standpoint, about like keeping like almost felt it, keeping like local districts and neighborhoods historic, or even giving like the homeowners in the neighborhood the option.
The option? I mean, it's a good, I kind of view like a good thing. I mean, I think y'all should give them the option, because if you don't, it feels like people are just running in, taking over, and kicking y'all out, and you have like no control or no say. So I think, I mean, everybody wants to keep a characteristic of a neighborhood.
Yeah. And you coming from Virginia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Virginia, like going into like areas like New Orleans and Baton Rouge, do you feel like these cities are losing what makes them their city? Or like, you know?
In some ways, yes, and in some ways, no.
It's dark in this point.
Let's see if can the people see?
I mean, it's a straight glimpse,
straight
side by side, triplex. It'll be living in the front. In the middle, it'll be, I think, I gotta think of plans. Living in the front, bathroom, bedroom. So.
Living in the front, bathroom. Is this right here? Bathroom.
No, so this is all demo. So we have to we're waiting on approval from SHPO, the historic committee, to approve our plans, as well as the city, to see what we can change for plan wise and what we can keep. We already know we're gonna have to keep this fireplace, so left it. Didn't even bother touching it. So yeah, man, that's pretty much it. But back to your answer, what were you saying?
I mean, in some ways, I kind of see y'all keeping y'all characteristics, and then in some ways, I see y'all losing them. Like some of the new architecture, like the wild stuff. Have you seen any of that stuff? It's like really
modern California.
Yeah.
Styles in the French Quarter.
Yeah, those. I mean, I personally like them myself, but when I look at them with the rest of like the historic stuff, it doesn't really fit.
Especially when it's side by side. Like.
Yeah, when it's side by side. So I was wondering, how does that even happen?
And for me, and it's like when I see, like I saw one on like, I don't know if it was Barone Street or something in New Orleans. It's literally like a historic street, French style. And then it's just boom, this modern home, and it's like I just know how hard it is working with the city to get that approved. I just know like it's just so obvious to have this house right here, and it's like, come on, bro. Like it's like because they give you they give you pushback if you're changing like your lights or something like that. So for you to just build that new construction modern home, it's like, come on.
Yeah, it's like it looks nice by itself, but like with everything else, like if I was a neighbor, I'm like, this doesn't add to the neighborhood.
Exactly. At all, man. man.
Kind of sucks. And then I think what that happens also is like it brings more outsiders in, so maybe y'all losing a little bit that way too.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think like, isn't it like a thing right now where like a lot of people in our in this generation are like migrating south? Isn't that like a whole migration thing going on?
Another south migration. Well, it's a southern migration versus like in the past where people left the south to go to California, and now they're coming back to the south, like cities like Austin, Houston, Florida, really just because of the home market. But you know what's crazy, bro? It's just like, I think that's good, but so if you come from California, it's three different point of views. So the person moving, relocating, the person who lives here, and then the landlord. So if the landlord is saying, "Hey, I deserve $1,500 a rent. That's what I'm gonna get." The person who already lives here is saying, "What I'm paid is $1,100. That's what I can afford." Now the person coming from California who's used to paying $2,500, they saying $1,500 is a steal.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now the person who's already here, they're getting pushed out. You know what I mean? For the person paying $1,500 who thinks it's a deal, and the landlord is saying, "Ooh, I love it." You know what I mean? It's just like things like that happens, and then it's like if you are even able to stay and afford the rent, it's still like your quality of life is still kind of like, you know, messed up because you have to keep trying to work, keep spinning your wheels. I think if the city like would have like a program where it's like, this is actually what I did for like my grad school project. Basically, like developing a program to go from like renting to homeownership. If you're able to have them placed in the home while they're renting, help them build their credit, help them, you know, structure their finances, helping them do those things, and while they're renting, a small portion goes towards the down payment. So once they have that and all their credit straight, you set them up with a bank, and they get it straight. And they do have some programs like that, but it's just not as easy for the people who need it or accessible. You know what I mean? What you got?
Yeah, no, I think I've seen some rent to own programs like that before, but they do seem almost like, I don't want to say scarce, but they aren't out in the public just for you to just stumble upon. You really got to go searching for them.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess that's America, right?
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. Shit. And plus, it's like down payment assistance. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the biggest thing besides helping somebody with credit. It's like, okay, you can afford the mortgage payment, but now you have to like actually save up. So you can't afford to pay your rent and save for a house. And I think just like, you know, these programs, because like they have one out here in Baton Rouge. It's a program where you basically take a course, and then they'll help you with the credit, and they'll give you the down payment for your house, but you have to stay in the house for 5 to 10 years.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, if you're looking for, I just want a house. I mean, that's programs like that are good. You know, because I mean, even FHA wants you to stay in the house for 1 year. So you know what I mean? Yeah, man. So yeah. One day at a time. Let me get my bucks up. I'll be able to help somebody somewhere.
Right.